I think we're live. There we go. Welcome, everybody. We're doing a live stream today to give away some radios from Retevis, or maybe it's Retevis. I'm not 100% sure. Sponsored this, so we've got a couple of HTs that we're going to be giving away, and we're going to take a look at some Prime Day deals that Retevis is offering. I got my buddy Ziggy with me. How you doing, man?
Hey man, getting there pretty good. Got this new microphone here. Trying to see
Yeah,
if
you
it's
got
worth
that
anything.
that hi-fi microphone right there.
Yeah, this is a Heil signature that I picked up. That's pretty good.
The signature model, huh? And then T.O.'s trying to join, but he is driving a Tesla across country and doesn't look like he's having much luck there. I bet you it's the batteries causing interference on that thing. So let me share a screen out here if I can figure out how to do that. I've got to figure out which screen it is, and I think it's this one. And we'll take a look at a couple of different things that are on sale, and then we will start up with a giveaway. But while I'm doing that, what did you get into today?
Let's see. Today was I had to cut up all the leftover roast, which was about probably 5 pounds of it, and prep for dinner because the missus is getting off work soon. And then I took the kids to the park, and just super dad day.
That's awesome, man. That was did the heat get you at all? Or?
No, it was great because this big storm rolled in, and the kids were playing in the splash park, and it started lightning, and I was like, all right, kids, I guess we have to go now. So
we got a couple of folks saying hello, and we had Jim join us. So hello, Mary, how you doing? Did you get your windshield fixed there, Jim?
Not the windshield, it was the mic window.
Oh, the one that Mike broke on you, huh?
Yes. And I see exactly what happened.
And then we got a thank you going out to Shane from Blind Adventures, or Adventures in Blind Videography. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I didn't. My Jeep, I had a rock come up and hit my windshield, and I've got to go ahead and get that fixed, but I haven't done it yet. Anyhow, let me just
go ahead.
The windshield, the front windshield. So, it's a little teeny crack like this, but it gets like 2 inches bigger every day. So now it's going all the way across the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about some of these things that are on sale. They got the RT95, which is a 25 watt dual band mobile radio. I actually like this radio quite a bit. Normally it's around $130, and they got a Prime Day deal. All the links for all this stuff is down in the description for $99. And I got to tell you, $99 for that is pretty nice deal. I've got a couple of videos on it. I tested it out. It's clean. It's a pretty nice radio. I think the one piece of feedback that I get is that when you put in alphanumeric names for channels, you're limited to a certain number of characters. And some people get a little bit upset about that. But depending upon how you mount it, you can actually rotate the screen digitally. So if you mounted it upside down or something like that, and it works out for you. And T.O.'s back, but I think he's frozen.
I'm trying.
It's slow motion.
So that's the first thing that we're talking about is the RT95. Let me go back to that window. And they also have a sale on this HD1. And I did a bunch of videos on this like 3 years ago when they first came out. And it's a 10 watt dual band radio, and it also does DMR. And so they've got a GPS version and a non-GPS version. And it looks like it's around $179. Jim, you had one of these, didn't you?
No, I had the HD2. I bought the HD2.
Yeah, I have an HD2, but unfortunately my HD2 was not clean.
Mine was dirty girl. She was a dirty girl. I sent her back to Amazon.
Yeah, so I put mine in the box, and I haven't used it since. Wasn't overly happy with it. Let's take a look at this giveaway thing. Let me remove this from the screen and get it set up, and we'll do our first giveaway. So if you win the giveaway, the way it's going to work is you're going to see a secret word pop up on the screen, and you have to type it in. It's case sensitive, so you want to type it in the same way as you see it. And then if you win, reach out to me either on our Toads Discord, or you can shoot me an email at thesmokinape@gmail.com. I'll need your contact information, and I'll pass that along to Retevis, and they will send you out the prize. But the the first thing that we're giving away, actually, let me share this again. Give me one
I was going
second.
to say, if you want to send me the list, I can handle the giveaway stuff, and you can be the charming and delightful ham that you are.
Well, it is a R889, but let me just go ahead and share this out. The password is Retevis space 1. And it's the RA89. Let me see if I can find that real quick, which is this one right here. You can pick one up if you don't win. $46.89 on the Prime Day deal. 16% off. And it is it's a dual band HT. I had one of these. I think I did 2 videos on it. It is harmonically clean. It has a 2500 milliamp battery in it, and it has a no emergency alarm. So that means that you can set it up so that if any no emergency alerts come out, it will go off. But you can get a pack of 1 for $46.89, and that is without a microphone speaker. I guess I got a couple of pictures of them here. Look at this underwater. So it's IP68 waterproof. Long range. I don't know why they're showing a mag loop antenna. I don't think you would do that, but there it is. I guess he's using that elk antenna. That's what that is, right?
Looks like it. A little bit of overkill for a HT, but you know.
Maybe they're chasing the birds. And it is USB-C programmable.
With Chirp, which is a major bonus. We love Chirp Legacy. Chirp Legacy.
Chirp long time.
All right, so let's go back to this. We got about 40 people in the giveaway there. I guess TO dropped out again while I was switching screens.
So wait a minute. So is TO temporarily offline?
Oh, snap.
Oh, man.
Bad joke.
Sorry, guys.
So, Will, you got to capitalize that R.
You see Beswick there. KA6 PSD.
I'm sitting here on mute talking like a dummy.
Well, I thought my AirPods died. I'm like, what's going on?
And I'm like, I was talking about how I didn't know what I was doing here. I was having all these problems with it.
45 Auto is the clear winner of this one.
He's entered a few times. Is that right?
No, just the spelling that he put in. Retevis.
Thank you, John. I figured it out, but it took me some time. Like if you hit the space bar, sometimes it'll put you on mute, but it doesn't do it every time. So it kind of drives me a little bit crazy. So
That's how they get you.
Jim, you're staying late at work today? Is that what's going on over there?
I'm here for you. I'm here in support of you and your mission today.
All right.
Because I don't get off work till 5, so I'm
hitting the draw button.
Nice.
When I go to work.
Would you like to update your computer today, Jim?
We got Joe MF is our lucky winner today. So
Let's go.
Joe, you won the RA89. So why don't you shoot me a message, or if you are in the chat, maybe we'll keep an eye on it for a second real quick. And you can drop your email in there if you want. And I'll reach out to you. It doesn't matter either way, whatever you want to do.
Are you wearing the shirt today?
I am not. I'm wearing
okay.
my grumpy shirt.
Seems
But that that one you sent me, it's
a little big.
Yeah, but it's great for this hot weather. Being Florida cut and all, it is the smoking ape at gmail.com, Joe. There's no G in that. So let's get back to the sales screen. So I think we covered the 95 at $99. We covered the HD1 at $179. There's the $199 for the one with GPS. And there is the RA89. We just gave one of those away. And then I really wanted to like
the HD radio, but
I did too. But
it's a nice build.
Yeah, and the layout of it, like with the way you program it and stuff's pretty nice, but I just not a fan of it not being clean.
Right.
Let's see.
Is that the? Is this the 79? Is that the same thing as the one that everybody's hacking up these days?
Yep, that's
Yeah,
the one I bought.
It's the same thing as the Quanshang, and what's crazy is this thing right now is $17.99.
It's insane.
And so when we tested this one, it was just on the line of being clean. So we gave it a clean bill of health, and these are insanely popular right now. And at $17.99, I imagine they're going to sell out of those pretty quick.
I bought one of these on TO's stream this morning.
I've got one sitting here, but at $17.99, I might pick up another one. There's a lot of firmwares that you can put on here where it will be able to. Everybody's like, it does lower and upper sideband. What it does is it does double sideband, and then you tune it to the frequency, and then you can listen to it. It's not as good as single sideband because of the way that it's set up. But there are actually hardware modifications that you open this thing up, you plug this board in, and it gives you more capability. So these are super duper popular because of their ability to listen to HF. I don't know if they can transmit on HF. I don't think they can. I think it's listen only.
It would be QQRP.
John's saying the Quanshang, the 5 and the 8 are only 21 today. So, I mean, I've got stacks of HTs. That's why I'm not going to. I don't think if I'm going to pick one up, that would be the reason. But you got to do some micro soldering on the HF board.
I mean, I needed this like I needed, another hole in my head, but this is cheaper. This radio is decent for $17. This thing is gold, and it's cheaper than a UVK5 used to be.
Yeah, because they were $24.99 when they first came out, and everybody's going crazy about them. But everybody who's going to buy one probably already has a bunch of them because they're actually super duper popular.
Yeah, I actually bought one on TO's show this morning.
Here you go. Somebody made a 6-meter FT8 contact.
That's awesome.
There you go. 45's right. You should buy a second one just in case.
I don't want to hurt your feelings. I know how sensitive you are.
That's right. Well, let me remove this, and I'll set up the drawing, and we'll go ahead and we'll do it.
I got you. What are we giving away?
We're giving away that 79.
All right.
All right, while you're setting it up, we'll look at it again. Maybe see if I can figure out how to do this. I mean, it's a no-frill screen, but $17, what do you expect?
Right.
It's suitable for outdoor use.
Yeah, you can listen to WAPE.
Yeah, oh, look, these things have air copy, so you have more than one of them. You can program them via RF, which is kind of nice. You can clone one from the other.
Yep, that's cool.
Yeah, you can blast out your buddy's program he spent all night working on.
Look at this. It's got long communication distance.
Yeah, but it shows them outside like on mountain tops.
All right, boys and girls. There's the magic word.
The phrase that pays is what they say.
That's right. Say the magic word and the duck comes down.
And everybody entering in to win, I would be very proud if you kept an eye on everybody else's submissions. Like Bill right here, KF4CDK. He just typed in RA79. You got to type in the whole thing, buddy.
You got to type the whole thing in.
Yep.
Jeffrey Burns just typed in Retevis. Let's fix that, Jeffrey.
Greg, you got to type in the whole banana. Not literally the whole banana. You got to type in Retevis. RA79.
Here we go. Ham shame you a little bit. Come on, Greg.
Did you see Jack Malarkey's submission?
I missed that one.
I did not see Jack Malarkey.
Retevis RA69.
Oh my goodness.
No, that's not going to win. That's not going to win.
It's not going to work.
Case matters, Daniel. Lon is trolling here. UV9G.
Jordan Kurtz, got to capitalize that. Jordan Kurtz.
There are several who are entering the whole banana.
There you go.
That's for a special prize. The whole thing. There, I'm entered.
Yeah, so
All right.
when you guys that don't know or didn't see the video, because I know we recorded it because TO or you recorded it. Mike, Cade MRD Mike, was in the back seat of my truck and rolled down the window and broke the window. And it would not go up.
Sure
So
did, didn't he?
there was 8 or 10 guys standing around doing what 8 or 10 guys do. Scratch. And we finally got the window up. And as I think it was TO got it up because he had the height advantage anyway.
Right.
And we heard
he did get
something
it.
break off. We heard something break off inside the door, but we got the window up. And we said, don't touch it. Mike, don't touch. Bad touch. So that window took a rock on Saturday. And it was a little entertaining. The poor window guy had to do some brain surgery to get past the previous drama.
But it's all fixed and working and all that kind of stuff.
It's fixed. We're not going to lower that window because that's still.
So at work, I do a lot of windows, a lot of window regulators, and all this garbage. And the number one thing that I always try to remember, it doesn't matter how hot it is, when I get into a customer's vehicle, do not roll down the windows. Because I can't tell you how many times I get into a smoking hot car and all I want to do is just let some air as I'm sitting there on the computer trying to talk this damn thing. And I roll the windows down and all of a sudden I hear, and then the window, and I call the customer. I'm like, yeah, I rolled the window down. Well, it wasn't like that before I dropped it off. And I have to eat a window regulator.
Well, this door. I got
All the time.
I got sideswiped by Meemaw in January. And that you can't.
Well, we're
hardly
not sure
tell
who
that-
did the side swiping. The
No,
video,
I have it on.
the video
I
was
have it on
blurry.
video. I have it on video. It wasn't a UFO video. It was clear. And the
240p.
door is slightly bent in, and if that window goes down, the bend catches one of the clips on the scissor mechanism, and that's what. So we had to doctor on it to get it in, get the window in, and get the damn thing up. And he's like, "Well, this isn't going to come." I'm like, "I don't care. Just get the glass in," because the sound of plastic as I go down the interstate kind of is irritating.
So did you
lot.
have to pay extra for that, or was it all covered?
No, it's all covered. Oh, insurance? No, insurance didn't pay for the window. I had to fix that. Pay for
Jim,
that
is your
myself.
truck cursed?
I'm beginning to think so. That window certainly is. That door is.
Well,
It's
when
cursed.
I was in there, the windshield was broken in like 2 different places, and
Yes, I fixed that.
it had more than one broken window.
Fixed it.
I was waiting. I thought it was going to be on cinder blocks by the end of the trip.
And I got a new windshield, whole new windshield. It's good.
Yeah, Ryan, where they send you a car to get fixed right after it got a tint job, and you can still smell the glue from the fresh tint. Yeah, and then you
Right.
go, and so the tint hasn't set, and then you roll it down, and you roll it up, and then you fold the tint, and now you're eating. The tint guy goes, "Oh, let me just ride over there."
I'm saying that Jim himself is cursed. Now, listen, I'm not going to put all Thumb's
entirely
business.
possible.
I'm not putting all his business out there, but he did buy a new car today, and he left his wallet at the car dealership. And so when he got home, he had to turn around and drive an hour back to get it. And that sounds a little bit of a curse there to me.
And so we found out he bought a free martini lunch for everybody in the sales department and an extra car.
A couple of upgrades on the vehicle.
Joe MF, I'm gonna shut you down on a $35 window regulator repair. I'm out here to keep a business open and also pay myself money to feed my kids. So there will never be a $35 window regulator repair out of my shop. That's usually about a $250 job.
Well, you got to take the door all apart and all that stuff.
Yeah, you gotta take the whole panel off. I take the glass out every time because I'm not risking breaking the glass too. I mean,
don't blame you.
we're already halfway into this. Let's not screw it up even more.
I don't blame you. Just the amount of work. This was $440
Oh,
for that.
That's fine.
For that rear window.
That's a deal. And,
All right, well,
the
hit-
glass isn't easy to get a hold of. Go ahead.
He really helped.
hit that button. Hit that button.
I'm hitting that button. Smash
I
that
see
button like it owes
Jeffrey.
me
I
money.
see Dan.
Oh man, I thought it was gonna be 45 for a minute. Jordan Kurtz, there he is.
Congratulations, Jordan.
Woo woo.
Let me make a note of this.
Jordan, shoot the primate an email, the smoking with no G, smokinape@gmail.com.
Yep, that's the best way to do it. And let's pull that out. And if you want to get ready for the next one, which is going to be another 89.
Okay.
And so this is the one we just gave away. And I'm clicking on the wrong window. We just gave away this one, which is the RA79, and you can pick that up for $17.99. It can be yours.
And free shipping.
That's right. And so this is another radio. Retevis actually sent me this one, but I didn't do much testing with it because it's a GMRS radio, and I don't have a GMRS license. But it's a 2800 milliamp battery, I should say, IP67. So here you can see it underwater. Let's see what else they say.
You can send that to me. I've got one of them there, GMRS licenses.
I got a GMRS license.
They got the money out of us, didn't they, Jim?
Right.
4319. And here's another one. And so I actually had this one, and I've got a couple of videos on it. It's the RA86. It's a GMRS mobile radio. It's a 20-watt GMRS radio. And it has the repeater frequencies programmed into it, if I remember correctly. Here it is for 109. And I actually just gave mine away to a buddy of mine that once he's getting into GMRS. I told him, I said, son, get your technician license, but we won't hold that against him.
No, I'm going to just buy my license.
That's right. I was like, well, the test you take for that requires a credit card number. It's $35, right?
Yep. I held off on getting my GMRS license until it dropped to $35 because it was $70.
What's up, Hayden?
I applied for my GMRS license. It took 3 tries. I couldn't tell you what it was, but if you look, it shows where I have like on the official page, it shows where I applied and they failed me 2 previous attempts. I was
Ziggy, was it the stolen credit cards you were using?
I don't. Payment wasn't a problem. I can't remember what the issue was, but they failed. They wouldn't let me buy a license 2 times. I could.
Four wheel saying the guy with no call sign. Listen, you don't need a call sign. You don't need a call sign to talk on 7200. At least I don't think so. You never hear anybody say it.
John, you're my favorite today, buddy. He says Ziggy failed the GMRS test.
I used to say that all the time, that I was studying for the GMRS test, and other hams would get upset. They'd be like, no, it's not really a test. He is joking. Ape is a jokester. I was glad we got that cleared up.
Oh man, John, you stole my heart today, buddy.
So, let me go back to this and see what else we got on this list. And the list of all these is down below. They have a RE87, and I did not get one of these for testing. If I did, I don't remember getting it. $155, and this is another GMRS mobile. This one's 40 watts. But I think there's a rule, you can only do 40 watts on the repeater frequencies, right?
So 50 watts on the upper 8 channels? I think it's 8.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
I think it starts at 15 to 22, 5, 6, 7.
Jim, you should get this one. It's easy to install.
There you go.
And then so the repeater uplink frequencies are actually directly in between the middle 3 low power half watt channels in the middle. I think that starts at channel 8 to 14 or something like that. It's pretty interesting how they laid it out. They actually, I mean, if you actually take time and look at how they did it, it's actually really smart how they did it, because they're staying all within those 2 singular frequencies for the most part within a megahertz.
Yeah, John's asking if the radios are programmed for the right powers, and so I don't think so, because power is an independent setting, so you can adjust the power up and down as necessary.
I think you can. They may be hard coded for the lower channels and top out on the power, but the upper channels you can crank it down if you want. I'm almost positive.
Same thing with the lower channels.
Baofangs. Yeah, I had the Baofeng. I can't remember what model we gave them away on the show. They were decent enough radios.
Did you give
So-
away Balfangs earlier? Or?
On Steve's, no, huh? It was all Retevis.
On GMRS,
Gotcha.
you have three chunks. I call it like the low channels, the mid channels, and the high and repeater channels. GMRS. The first block's always going to be 2 watt max. The middle channels are limited to half watt. Okay, and then you've got your GMRS, your high digits, and those are you're able to go to a limit of 50 watts on those.
Jim, you got to change the name of that.
Oh, I was going to ask you is what are we giving
It's an
away?
RA89.
Oh, okay. Well, let me change that.
So let me switch that back. And here's a microphone. So you can get the shoulder mic for $18.99. And then look at this. If you are into airsoft or paintball or what are those people called?
LARPers.
Yeah, the LARPers. You can get this tactical headset for hunting, shooting, earmuffs with mic sound amplification, noise reduction.
I just
And
want to
it's
chill
compatible-
in my chair without any kids.
Yeah, look
Turn
at
on the
that.
noise turn on the noise reduction.
But you would be the envy of all your airsoft friends if you had a headset like that.
That's
really
right. I
would,
think it's
man.
even in tactical green too.
Right, right. World War II green, I think
That's
is the
right.
color. $71.99. And then here's a GMRS antenna that they have, $79. I haven't messed with this. It says it's 6.5 dB. I don't know about all that, but who knows? Maybe it's the best antenna in the world. And then we got another one over here. This looks like the Comet, like the GP1. And this one's claiming 7.2 dBi. It's a high gain,
Dang.
462 to 467 megahertz fiberglass UHF GMRS repeater capable, or antenna capable, compatible with the 97. So there you go. That's everything that's on sale. And then we're getting ready to give away, which one was it? It was this one. Another one of these RA89s. So you want to pull it up? I got it. And there's the phrase that pays. And somehow a couple of people already got that before. Did you show?
Well, I popped it up. I thought you were
Yeah.
done sharing. I mean,
Yeah.
it catches their comments anyway.
I didn't think anybody caught it either.
Well, these people got their eyes glued to the screen. So good luck, everybody. The Rogue Tomato. I don't remember seeing him in the chat previously.
I don't either.
How you doing, Tomato? AA75.
What's he saying? Oh, so repeaters? Do you have permission to put up repeaters? Yes. So the cool thing about GMRS is that you can just slap a repeater up because that's part of your GMRS home family. And so your GMRS repeater actually owns your call sign. But you do have to coordinate with, like a common courtesy person would. You have to coordinate around you.
Well, see,
Well, they
like
have
around
the,
here, there's
Repeater
no
coordinators.
GMRS repeaters around here at all. So I could just go completely rogue.
We have a whole bunch of them.
Do
It's
you?
gotten super popular.
Do you got one on basically every channel or all the repeater channels? Are they all taken up?
I don't know. I have in my car. I have my radio. When it scans, it'll stop on GMRS repeaters, and it stops on the GMRS repeaters more than it does the ham repeaters now.
That's gonna.
So like 5 years ago, I could get in the car and always hear traffic on local repeaters, and now I almost never do. And I think really the thing is that digital modes and All Star have killed that, right? Because everybody talks on those now as opposed to talking on their local repeaters.
Yeah, they're not.
Well,
they're not
I don't know if
striving-
that's a bad thing or a good thing, but it's
Radio's radio to me. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
I'm RFing at some point, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't care about any of that, argument or whatever. But I do like the idea of having local network of hams that can talk to each other, which is pretty much, at least here, is pretty much dried up.
And of course, Hayden, Mr. Fancy Aussie man, he's got All Star linked to all their repeaters.
So there's a whole topic about that I think we should have one day, because there's a lot of people that, are used to their repeater that they've had for the past 15 years. And all of a sudden there's all this digital craziness going on, crosstalk, whatever you want to call it.
Cross-linking.
Cross-linking. Yeah. And then, so like, and then the cross-linking is a whole topic on itself, because people do cross-link wrong most of the time. And it just turns into a big soup kitchen. Like, it's terrible. Like,
Well, you have a bunch of goofy traffic on there.
you get the goofy traffic, the analog traffic sounds terrible, the digital traffic cuts in and out. I mean, it really just kind of kills the whole thing sometimes.
It can be. What is interesting about All Star is, so depending on who you hook into, because it's kind of a I can't think of the right word here. It'll
Governing.
adjust. No, that too. But as you link to nodes, it will make connections that those nodes are connected to automatically and rearrange the network architecture, the All Star linking. So like if I connect to 2.0 and somebody else is connected to 2.0, it's like a spanning tree for network switches.
It sounds like the Borg.
It fixes the routing so that we don't have routing loops, which is really cool. But then you end up with these giant networks of hundreds of All-Star nodes connected, and somebody is having a net, at 3:00 in the morning on All-Star that's cross-linked to a local repeater or something, and you're like, what in the hell is that?
So what you got?
It can-
91? I'm sorry.
It can get pretty
It's
busy.
terrible. Yeah, I totally agree, Jim.
Yeah, and I would
You ready?
imagine most repeater owners would kill that.
110 people watching. We got 91 people in the
Hit it,
draw.
draw it.
Boom.
Steve LeBlanc saying the same thing. We're his way.
Really?
And we got Dog Boy AA1. Congratulations, Dog Boy.
Dog boy, yay.
And so the best thing to do is just email me, Dog Boy, and I'll pass your information. Oh, yeah, Jim tagged you. I'll pass your information along to Retevis. Now, all these prizes are going to be handed out by Retevis, not me. That's the way that's going to work. And the one we just gave away is right here. So let me share that back out so everybody can see it. And it's the RA89. And there's links below for all the stuff that we talked about today. You can pick it up there.
And if you enjoy throwing your handy talkie into the lake,
There you
tell
go.
ya.
Right.
The 89 might be just for you.
James is wondering why he keeps passing them up. That's the same problem I have whenever I enter one of these things. Did we have anything else we wanted to cover today?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Why you
So-
guys aren't emailing me?
So what we'll do is we'll say thank you to everybody for playing along. Thanks for watching. Like I said, there's links below for the stuff that we showed. If you're interested in any of that stuff, check it out. Thank you, Jim, for being here. I know it made you stay at work late. And thank you for joining Ziggy and sharing your new microphone with everybody. I'm gonna hit the end button.
Do it.
Congratulations, guys.
And now we